Okay, so we left off with Kaina introduction.
Mandi, yeah, it's your
Yeah.
turn.
Okay.
Out of
So
character introduction.
she's a she's an elven wizard.
Mm,
She's young for a elf, which is like 95. Um, she's
legal. Ah,
which would be like 18, 19. Don't want to tell too much.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can end there or you can go as much as you want.
Yeah.
Kelson's character Dark Elf? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're High Elf?
Yeah.
Dang, pass it.
She's a white elf.
What?
All right, Joven, you're
Yes.
next.
yeah. I like Prism described earlier. I am a crimson red dragonborn. Um, I from my attire you can't really tell, but it's somewhat formal yet samurai-ish. I do have, hopefully I still have my weapon on me.
We'll find
Uh,
out.
but I do have a red, well, I guess a red sheath, Nodachi. And that's all you really can tell about me. When I was looking for the pictures for my Dragonborn, I didn't want like the typical samurai attire, but the picture on Roll20 is pretty accurate, and that's it.
All right. Last but not least, Billiam.
Drummond is a pretty young half elf. They are adults around 20s. That's about the age he is. He's wearing these like long. I asked Anna what color it was, and she said denim. So I'm just gonna say grayish blue robes. And yeah, it's kind of like long, straggly looking hair.
So, back to the game.
Forgot to mention my character has a mask. You can't see his face.
Oh, okay.
Spooky mask.
Do you want?
I mean, it's part of the thing I have, but I think I decided to go with the Raven mask. Or no, just plain white mask was the one. But I'm sure it's probably
then.
gone.
Okay. Yeah, we can go to that later, or you can describe it in detail if you want to talk about it. All right. So, what do you guys want to do? You are all as I described you. If you want to look around, you can look around, or what do you want to do?
I want to burn my constraints off. Is it with rope?
Okay. Yeah. So
chains,
you're
right?
so basically think about so everyone's feet except for kind of Mandi, but everyone's feet have metal shackles on them on each foot, and then each shackle is then bound by a metal chain, and then that chain is bound to another person's chain.
Oh, okay.
And for Mandi's case, yours is bound to a heavy metal ball, because there's only 5 of you. Or yes, 5 of you. Did the math right.
I look around us to see if I have my weapon on me. Do I?
Make a perception check. Mm-hmm. Jobu to Reeve, Drummond to Nimdath, and Kaina
Strong.
Do you actually have dark vision? I don't remember if Dragonborns have dark vision.
I don't even know. I do.
You do have dark vision. Okay. You have a headache. And you seem a little out of it. As you kind of look around, you definitely kind of feel yourself. You feel yourself up, and your clothes are all on. It seems like whatever armor you might have had on is still there. You feel around maybe some of your like side pouches, small pockets, are still there. But you do not feel your weapon. And you don't see anything around you.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
You can make a perception check. Yeah. Because this 2 was so low. All right. Yeah. You look around the room, and I believe you also have dark vision because you're a dark elf, so they are underground anyways. So yeah, you get a better look of the room around you. It's relatively circular. with the far wall from you guys looking to have an opening where you're seeing a slight spillway of light coming in. Everything else around you is dark. There's no lanterns or anything in the room you're currently in. Everything around you seems to be dirt floor with rocky walls. I would say the room is approximately. I would say the radius. I'll give the radius is about 10 to 15 feet. It's a bit of a slightly large circle. Um, but yeah. Around you, you don't see anything on the floor other than um, you guys that are all bound. You don't see any items there. Um, it just seems like an empty room with you all just kind of standing/sitting in the dirt.
I
I
wanna
wanted
check myself. Like, do I have?
all your stuff.
What do I have? Yeah, do I have my stuff? Or what am I missing?
Okay. If you do a physical check, I'll just say you kind of touch everything, and you're, like I said, you have your armor on. You don't have your weapons. You might, if you have any components or smallish items that would be in like pouches. They are still there. If you have anything that's like in your backpack, like your bedroll, your big pack is gone. It's not there.
Okay.
Anything that's in it is gone.
So if
Your
I had
gold
like
is also gone.
my focus on like a rope type, like a necklace, do
That
I still have it?
Yeah, that's still on you.
Okay.
And all your money pouches are gone.
I'm gonna do my Furbolg thing and cast a detect magic. Is there anything in this room within a 30 feet distance
Okay.
that I can sense?
So you kind of sense out with your Furbolg awareness and your kind of attunement to the nature. You kind of plant your feet in the dirt, and you kind of send out an invisible pulse, if you will, to see if you can detect any sort of magic around you. Um, unless any of you guys had magical items, you do not detect anything
Okay.
magical within 30 feet.
And were we
Yep.
chained to anything else other than each other? Like, are we bound? Or are we just chained to each other?
You are chained to each other, and your arms are bound.
But we're
Mm,
not like
But
chained to a wall.
no, you're not chained to a wall.
So we
So
just get
you
up and walk
can
around.
move, but
Yeah.
in describing the
We can
chains of your
shuffle
feet,
together.
you're shuffling. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to like run at all.
Okay.
You're
And if
essentially kind of
Rock.
restrained. You can investigate your ball and chain.
Okay,
Such
let me look at my ball check.
Yeah, I'd like to look
Okay.
at my
Oh,
chain
I
as
did.
well.
I put my +3 into a proficiency and expertise.
expertise.
It
Okay.
was +3, so.
Okay.
So my investigation is now +7.
Wow.
Level
Roll
3,
smart.
That was a
hold
natural
up.
20.
Okay, so you very carefully shuffle over to your ball, heavy metal ball, and you lift it, and you get into a nice like squat. You're using all your muscles correctly. You kind of lift up the ball. It's very heavy, and you kind of balance it, try to estimate all the balls you've lifted in your life to see how heavy this thing is. No, it's pretty heavy. It's probably about 50 pounds.
Okay.
Anywhere from 40 to 50 pounds.
I'm a
Like-
ball expert now, guys.
And if I look at my chains, do I think if I cast reduce on myself, I can just slip out?
If you were to cast reduce, it reduces you by how much?
Reduce target size is halved in all dimensions.
If you were to cast reduce on yourself, I would say yes, you would know that you'd probably slip out of your restraint.
Okay, that's good to know. I'm not gonna do that yet, but I'll just keep that in the back of my mind.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
If things get weird, I'm gonna go.
Oh, I'll cast light on my ball touch my ball and cast light,
Okay.
so we can see
Um.
real well.
So yeah, so the room immediately lights up, with bluish light, or sorry, with like yellowish light as the
Or
ball begins to glow. And it is, like I said, described. It's pretty barren in here. There is definitely an opening in the wall, in the rock wall in front of you. That kind of curves out of sight to going to some other place.
the these are on their arms.
What?
You're cutting out, Joven. You got
The
close to the mic.
re- the res- the restraints around their arms. Is that
Yeah.
rope or is that chain?
It's thick rope.
All right, I'll just breathe fire on the rope on myself, enough to burn the rope.
Okay. Let's see. How do I want to do this?
I guess you die.
How would you like to breathe fire? Are you like
I'm
this
not
like
like
are you like
full.
performance? Are you like dexterity,
This is
dexterously trying to do things?
Just gonna give a little.
this is-
Carefully,
Yeah.
because you ain't burning me.
Maybe point that away from the rest of us.
well, it's just at myself. So,
Yeah, well, guess who's also just tied to you?
bro,
Hello?
look, singed hairs will be okay.
Nope.
He's covered in hair.
I made a purr. That's not how it works.
It's okay. Let's see. I think it would just have to be performance.
Okay. Give me a performance roll then. Okay.
Wrong.
Jobu and Reeve make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So,
I rolled where it mattered.
little
God.
natural 20. Okay. So you try to breathe fire on your wrists essentially. And you're kind of slightly moving your arms apart to hopefully not burn yourself. You try once, it misses. It kind of goes like through the hole in your arms. And then you do another breath, and you singe yourself a little bit, and it kind of flares up, but it doesn't hurt either you or Reeve. And you're able to burn off some of the rope. It seems like it's more pliable now.
Can I just break free? Try and break free now.
Yeah, you can make an athletics check or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
We in there.
Okay.
All right, so you just with your brute dragonborn strength, you just rip the rest of the rope apart. You're free. Your arms are free.
I hold my arms to you.
Alright, so didn't I help him move as well?
Are you gonna breathe fire? Or are you just gonna try to
I'm gonna
yank
try
it
and
apart?
break it. So like, I guess me and him are gonna try and rip it open.
Oh,
Okay.
you have your hands. Why not just
Yeah.
untie them?
I mean, no, true.
No need to show off. Just
I
use
mean,
your
you
hand.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just untie him. I tie everybody at this point. Yeah.
Sure. It takes you a couple
shuffle
minutes.
around.
These are pretty. You as you're going through these ropes, they look very expertly tied. So it is tough to really unwind them.
See, guys.
Nah, that's fine. I'll let you go ahead. You untie
I will
slowly
burn
everybody.
Okay.
One by one, you untie Reeve's hands. And then I guess both of you are gonna shuffle over to everybody else because you're
Yeah.
all still chained.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
So you'll kind of shuffle over and describe for me. You know what's going on there. What do you guys kind of?
I'm not
doing?
talking to anybody. I'm just asking them. I'm like giving the. Come on.
Hold on.
I'll
can you
untie
guys
'em
put
for
your
you.
names in
Going good.
I mean, we're kind of looking a little still shuffling around,
Yep.
trying to untie everybody.
I'm looking like panicked.
Scooting along.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know who these people are. I'm just looking around like, what do I do?
Forcefully grab your hands. Start untying the rope. Being coy. And then we skedaddle on over to the other two tied up.
Oh, Joven's. Oh, he's shooting himself.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm by myself.
And then I ask you if you wanted me to hold the rock for you.
I had put the rock back down.
I will pick up the rock and hold it.
What a gentleman.
What? Okay.
Okay.
We'll
Can
bring
we
it
use
with
the
us.
rock to break open
You-
the?
Pick up the rock. And now Kaina starts like tilting over. The chain is probably like a foot
Really short.
from her ankles.
Hell
A foot and a
Lifting
half.
me up.
So if you pull the ball any higher than like 3 feet off the ground, you're gonna lift her off the floor.
I hit him with that. Never mind. I put the rock back down.
Just
Okay.
kick it along the ground.
Yeah.
I guess you got the short end here, huh?
Yeah.
I guess
and
we just leave you.
It's metal.
Anybody have a
Mhm.
way to break free of these chains?
I can slip
I
out of
can
mine,
break
but it doesn't
these
do anything for
cuffs.
anybody else.
I mean, not really, other than punching them.
Anybody got any? Is there a lock? Are they like?
Let's.
Yeah, you can. You go ahead and roll investigation again. Actually, free stuff here.
13 plus 7. 20. 20. Dirty
Okay.
20.
Yeah, you kind of hunch over and inspect your shackles around your feet. It does look like one of the shackles where it kind of connects is some sort of locking mechanism that if you had a key, it might go there to unlock the shackle.
Does anyone have?
Is everybody?
We all just
Anyway.
scurry around to the next room and see what's in there.
Can anyone pick a lock?
Yeah, my 50-pound ball.
You think they're gonna leave the lock picks on us if they took all of our gold?
I mean,
Doesn't
anyone
it
got
have,
that?
They
like,
may have
stuff
one in
in
their
our
boot or something.
pockets? Yeah.
If you had it maybe not in your like big pack, it might have still be on you if you check.
At this point, I ain't got shit on me.
I have a
Okay.
small knife
Alright, just cut your leg off.
in my boot. I got a small knife.
Anyone wanna give it a whirl?
Is everybody
I-
wearing like some kind of boots or anything? Like, are the chains on your skin or are they on something else?
Oh yeah, is it on? Is it like on my boots or is it on my?
Like, if you're
Yeah.
wearing
Clothes?
like taller boots or something, like cowboy boots or something like that, where it's like there's like a leather kind of like in between the skin and the metal.
Over the clothes? Under the
Yeah,
clothes?
the chains are over your shoes, whatever kind of
Okay.
shoe wear you have on.
So
Can I try to take my
I
boot
have
off?
You can certainly try. The shackles are like pretty tight. I mean,
Tight.
not like super tight. They have slightly some wiggle room, but you
I
try.
was gonna take it a different direction. Let's try that first.
Do you want to try taking your boot off?
Sure.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
Dex. This is plus 2. Okay. No. No.
Okay. You
Well,
try pulling off from the bottom, and it is like not moving.
Okay.
Okay, so
Maybe we just start shuffling then.
Yeah.
the
50
there's a
pound
ball
ball.
and chain to one foot.
Both your feet are chained together, and that chain is connected to the other person.
So
We each have
I
an
a-
ankle band that's connected to each other
It's
by
like
a chain.
a Y chain, essentially.
I have kind of a weird question. DM
I have
related
weird answers.
question. I have a spell that I could probably use here, but I don't know if it would work well. But I guess it might not even be something you can answer. So
Well, you can certainly try spells.
how thin does the metal look?
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Also, kind of bend over and take a good look at the chain. It definitely looks rusted. Doesn't look like a premium condition shackle. You notice that in the chain links there are some deformities, wear and tear. I wouldn't say it's a thin chain, but it's not particularly thick either.
Okay.
Mm. I want to just
Sorry
try
about the
and
background noise.
punch it. I want to hit
You
it.
try to
See if I can
punch?
break
Monk
it.
shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
break the chain. See if I can.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right, here we go. Yep,
Hmm.
there it is.
You're still a little sore from however you got here.
Can I try and break the chain?
And you haven't done your stretches, so you miss your chain and punch the floor.
Yikes. Ooh.
You can try to break the chain. How are you breaking the chain, Jobu?
Shit, light it on fire, melt that shit.
Bitch, dude, lighting
You can try to
everything
burn
on
yourself.
fire.
Okay.
Well, he's probably immune to fire or something.
Why don't you take her
Resistant.
knife and do your
We're not.
thing?
What do you want me to roll? Performance again?
Jeez. Make an attack roll actually.
Is there an attack roll for breath?
There
I'm
is,
just
so
trying to see. Just make a regular attack roll. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just roll. It should just roll a d20. Oh no, it doesn't roll.
that's a dex
That's-
save. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
just
just
roll a
Okay.
Jane,
d20.
make a dex
just
save.
roll a d20.
Damn
All
it.
right. And I'll take the damage from the top roll. So you breathe on it. It's a little bit of fire, and you're able to not spread the fire to the people around you. And you do see it gets definitely hot and kind of sizzles a little bit, but the chain is still intact.
Can I try and like pull the chain apart now?
Yeah, you can make a athletics check or just a regular strength check. All right. As you try to pull out the chain, um, slightly heated up, you strain with your legs and with your arms, and you're able to snap the chain that's binding your feet.
I start looking around some more since I can freely move and seeing if there's anything I can use.
Okay. Looking around, the room is barren. There's nothing else other than you guys and your chains.
All right.
Is there a door that we can like? What kind of door do we have on this situation?
Yeah, it just looks like an opening in the rock wall. There's no physical door.
Scooch over.
Alright,
Start
so
shuffling.
I guess you guys want to shuffle out of here? It's
I
fine.
don't know,
Or
but I'm standing way behind you guys and letting you go first.
I'll go first because I'm free. But
Okay.
I could also just try and burn the chain off again. It's up to you.
I mean,
Roll the
ooh,
dice.
Yeah.
You can certainly burn off chains. You can do any number of things.
I would like to use my wizard strength to break, or my sorcerer strength to break the chains.
Hey, you never
will-
know. You roll good on the dice. You know.
I'll
Yeah, can I
seduce the
just,
chains
like,
off.
With my knife, can I try to?
Give me it.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I'll just say roll either.
Because you threaten people with burning their feet. They just like come up
Oh.
with more ideas. Imagine.
Nope.
One secundo.
Reeve like, nah, this fur gotta stay
Mm-mm.
on fleek.
Acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Yep. That's the phase of both of them being one.
No,
like,
one's a
"Ah!"
+2. 18.
And what are you rolling? Acrobatics? Or which one?
With the +2. Yeah, acrobatics.
Okay. So you're kind of you wedge the knife, or actually tell me how are you doing this?
Is there like a seam?
On the shackle or the chain?
Either.
There's a lot of wear and tear lines on the chain. Kind of similarly on the shackle, but the shackle has more of like an actual seam, like where it locks. You know.
Yeah, I want that. I want that seam.
Okay.
Like,
You can a little finagle it with your little jimmy it open.
yeah.
Okay. So it takes you like a few maybe 20 seconds or something to you stick the knife in and you just see Kaina just frustratingly jimmy the knife back and forth in a little keyhole along the seam. And after about 20 seconds, there's a resounding click, and the thing kind of pops open.
Whack. That shouldn't work.
It
Says the
did.
quiet
I'll
verbal.
go to. Yeah, I'll go to.
I'm staring in disbelief, like.
I'll go to Drummond and try to do his.
Okay.
I will
Make the
now
same.
go pick up the rock.
Make the same rule.
I will bring the light bulb with us.
Okay.
I'll say when you finagled the shackle, it pops both the when one releases, it releases the other thing.
14.
So 14 with use of the knife allows you to also jimmy his lock open and it pops open.
Thank you.
I'm making the rounds. Nimdath.
Yes, please.
Same.
Yeah, correct check.
12.
All right. This one takes you a little bit longer, and Nimdath, maybe you're getting a little frustrated. She's definitely getting a little frustrated. There's like a little bit of sweat.
Do
It's
it.
kind of hot. It's kind of hot in this room. But after a while, you're able to jimmy it open and the shackle open.
Two
Thank
down.
you.
One to go. 17.
This is for Reeve, I believe, right?
Reeve,
This last
yep.
person.
Yep.
All
17.
right. The elven woman walks up to you, Reeve, and tries to jimmy your shackle on your feet. And with a 17, you're able to open up his shackle as well.
Cool.
Kiss my
Nice.
little knife, and I put it in my pocket.
All right. Always carry a little knife around.
Who needs rogues?
I don't know how I got that. Yeah. Where did that come in?
Your little notes said your scholar's pack.
My scholar's pack. Ooh.
Whoa.
Or it said typically found in the scholar's pack.
Okay, so
So
what's
let's
Okay.
head out.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
Let's get out of here.
I am following behind them.
Who
I'm
looks
following in the middle.
who's the
Yeah.
tank? Who looks the tankiest? Honestly.
you?
Yeah, I was like, who you
Fucking
think? I'm like
dragon.
130
Fuck.
pounds soaking wet.
I,
I'll walk up right behind you. We'll go 2 by 2.
all right, let's
There's
go.
5 of us.
Yep.
2, 2,
Sucks to
1.
suck person in the back.
I'll be
All right.
Squish. Who's the squishiest? We'll do 2, 1, 2.
Me and Drummond. Squishy.
Me
Mhm.
too.
Okay, who's the
Fuck.
tiniest? We're going by height now.
I am 5'6".
Him.
Yeah, right in the middle, Drummond. Let's go.
All
All
right.
right, let's go.
All right. So as you guys approach this opening in the wall, you realize that it is only going to fit one person at a time.
Fuck.
True.
Okay.
So you cannot be shoulder to shoulder.
Man, what
Go
a terrible
first.
plan.
Single file.
I'll go first.
Okay. So as you kind of make your way, the opening in the wall is just open into what looks to be a tunnel that kind of curves to the right. And you do see that this tunnel, as you approach it now, is a bit illuminated by what seems to be, like I said, a bluish light. But only very so slightly.
I'm still
And so as
holding
you-
rock with light on it. I'm bringing
Oh,
that with
okay.
us. Yeah, because
bring it with
I
you, okay.
can. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And that light is... How bright is it again?
20 dim,
Like a
20
diamond?
bright, and then 20 dim.
Okay. All right. So as you make your way around this little winding tunnel, it only goes for about 20 feet, but it does kind of curve to the right. At which point, your light shines. You're still kind of in the tunnelway, but it is shining into another rock room. What are y'all doing?
Okay.
So where's the light coming from?
At this point, it's a bit hard to tell because you have this huge light source in front of you, so it's kind of um, drowning out the natural light that might have been coming in if you were sitting in the dark.
50-pound nightlight.
I'm looking up.
You're still in the tunnel away, so you look up, and about less than a foot above you is rock.
Okay. We see the room coming up. See, like 20 feet to the right, we see a room over there. Checking for traps.
Okay, make an investigation check. You kind of look at the walls, you shine your little ball of light around. You look at the floor. You don't seem to see anything.
Alright. I start stepping in.
Okay. As you step into the room, you see a similar room to the one that you were in. As light immediately goes in, illuminates the entire room. You see, wincing before you, some familiar faces. You see a human male and a human female who are bound together, similar fashion as you guys were. And then you see um, two male halflings bound together, and a little halfling boy bound to a ball.
That one's
Are they-
actually unethical.
Are they awake?
As you come in, the humans immediately wince from the light, and one of the halfling men kind of starts to kind of come to, while the boy and the other halfling man that is tied to one of them is still
Unconscious.
unconscious, it seems.